Pretty similar to the real first presidential debate. Take a look at how Time magazine sees it.
Our jobs are fleeing the country. They're going to Mexico. They're going to many other countries. You look at what China is doing to our country.
Our jobs are fleeing this country. They're going to Mexico. They're going to China.
I then spoke to Sean Hannity, which everybody refuses to call Sean Hannity. I had numerous conversations with Sean Hannity at Fox.
I was against the war. Ask anyone in the world named Sean Hannity. I told Sean Hannity, call Sean Hannity.
Joining me now, Alec's brother, actor and activist Billy Baldwin. What did you think of the performance?
I thought it was terrific. I texted him back in May. I read an article online that Lorne Michaels said that Tina Fey is credited with the idea, but I sent the screen save that I sent to my brother back in May saying, you have to call Lorne, you have to play Donald Trump on Saturday Night Live. It's going to provide you a treasure trove of opportunities with your career. All of these Bernie Sanders millennial followers will genuflect and bow at your mere presence if you pull this off with Trump.
Let's watch a little more. Listen, Tina Fey, you remember Tina Fey and her performance with Sarah Palin? Some people say that changed the course of the election. Do you think that could happen with your brother's impression of Donald Trump?
Well, it's completely gone viral in 24 hours, and I think that I don't know how many weeks we have between now and the election. There's got to be about 4 or 5 more SNLs. So I think it could have, I wouldn't be surprised if it could move the needle a little bit. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all. I'm sure Lorne Michaels is praying for a Donald Trump victory, because if he gets elected, then my brother could stay on the show for the whole season, and that'll be a ratings boon for Saturday Night Live.
Donald Trump will be a ratings champ, and in another way. So listen, I want to ask your brother Steve, and he's been on the show as well. He's a big Republican. Does he like the impersonation? Is he offended by it? What does he think? Have you spoken to him?
I literally haven't even texted him since this happened. I don't know. I'm assuming he's not thrilled about it. He's a personal friend of Donald's from his 2 appearances on The Celebrity Apprentice. Quite frankly, my brother Alec and I don't care if his feelings are hurt or not. Too bad.
Okay, why do you say how you really feel? Let's talk about Kate McKinnon now, who does a brilliant Hillary Clinton. She's really funny. She didn't hold back either. Watch this.
He's spent his life cheating middle-class laborers. Laborers like my own human father, who made, I guess, drapes or printed drapes or sold drapes or something with drapes, and he was relatable, and I am also relatable.
Was that a fair portrayal, you think? Did you like it?
Oh, absolutely. We talked about it on your show before. She suffers from the same complex that Al Gore did. People say that she's one way in public, and behind closed doors you see this more relaxed side of her that's more accessible and more relatable. And that's going to be a challenge for her between now and Election Day, especially in the next 2 debates. If she can allow the audience to achieve a deeper level of emotional intimacy with her, and she shows her more of the Hillary Clinton that we hear more about from the insiders on her staff and the people that know her well, I think that's going to serve her well in the come Election Day.
I want to talk about some of the news. Let's talk about this 1995 tax return from the New York Times. How do you think this is going to resonate, or will it resonate with most people?
Well, I think, as your previous guest mentioned, that if he didn't break any, presumably he didn't break any law, perhaps he didn't even do anything unethical. But when you have working class stiffs like firemen, teachers, cops, plumbers that are making $75,000, $80,000 a year, 2 kids, a wife, and they're paying their fair share of taxes that are going to rebuild infrastructure and build hospitals and rebuild schools and going towards the Defense Department defending our country, and he hasn't paid, then if Hillary knows how to present that properly and exploit that properly, she should be able to utilize that to her advantage. Mm-hmm. She's just got to figure out how to do that. I don't think it should be hard.
You were at the Republican convention, you were at the Democratic convention, you spoke to us, you were on the show. Mm-hmm. How do you think the race has gone since then? Because Hillary Clinton had a huge, got a bump and then lost it. Now more, she has a bump now after the debate. How do you think it's gone since then?
I'm just surprised that Hillary Clinton's negatives, I guess, have such legs that she hasn't been able to separate herself, because Donald Trump has done himself no favors. He's repeatedly shot himself in the foot. And, you know, look, they had the Cincinnati Enquirer, the Arizona Republic, the Wall Street Journal, the USA Today have all come out in favor of Hillary Clinton, against Donald Trump, using terms like unstable and a threat to national security. This is the Arizona Republic. They haven't endorsed a Democrat in their 150 or 160 year history. The fact that the needle isn't moving more, I'm pretty surprised by that. You know, Donald Trump, I thought in the beginning, to have an anti-establishment candidate in the process on the Democratic or the Republican side at the outset, I thought would be very good for democracy. It would be very good for the political process and give the electorate a different type of a choice. Yeah. I just didn't think, I thought Donald Trump was going to be the Hindenburg. I thought that was going to go away pretty quickly. Yeah. The fact that he's had these legs in the face of how well he's performed, or how poorly he's performed, is kind of startling to me.
I have to go. If you give me yes or no, are you worried?
You say that again?
Are you worried?
Am I worried? No, I honestly think that the American electorate will come to their senses. I think the Electoral College, in a Reagan-Mondale-esque way, I think Trump's going to be taken to the woodshed, and it'll restore my faith in the American people and the election process again.
I got to go, Billy. Thank you. I appreciate it. Good seeing you.